One thing you'll notice with narcissistic individuals is they do not do apologies, at least genuine ones. They lack the remorse to care that they've hurt you. They don't reflect on their behaviour. They're not interested in taking responsibility. They're not interested in repairing the damage they've done to you. They're interested in repairing the damage that they've potentially done to their reputation, which is why they will offer you a false and insincere apology. When it comes to narcissistic individuals, part of the criteria is that sense of entitlement. So they believe they're entitled to do as they please, and how dare you call them out? How dare you make them look bad? They're arrogant enough to believe that they are always in the right, and they have that belief that they're special. You shouldn't be calling them out, which is usually why they twist it onto you and make you feel guilty, and you find yourself apologising to them for things that they did to you. Narcissists don't admit they're wrong. Instead, they twist the story to avoid blame. Now, sometimes they can be quite proud of their behaviour, so they will brag or boast in a way that shows that the other person deserved it in some way. Or they want to test the waters to see how you'd react, so they get it off their chest, off their conscience, by telling you but claiming it was a third person, not them themselves. So they can confess in indirect ways. However, when they get caught out in something and you go and approach them about it, they will turn around with things like, it's not my fault. And they'll be adamant that it's not their fault, usually because they genuinely believe it's not their fault. They deny any responsibility by shifting the blame onto others or onto circumstances so that people feel sorry for the narcissist. They can turn around with that, I'm sorry you misunderstood me. So they're going to twist your words and avoid accountability and make you question yourself. It wasn't what they said, it was how you interpreted it. You're the one that's at fault, not them. If you'd have paid them more attention, if you'd have listened correctly. They'll accuse you of being too sensitive, even though they're some of the most insensitive people you could ever meet. They will be incredibly hurtful or disrespectful towards you, and you call them out and they just turn around and say, oh, don't be so sensitive. They're not going to take responsibility for the part they played. They're just going to gaslight you into believing that you're too sensitive or overreacting. They dismiss your feelings to deflect from their own wrongdoings. I'm only joking is another one. We can all have a bit of banter. We're all capable of having a laugh. Most people dish it out, take it back, dish it out, take it back. Narcissistic individuals dish it out in heaps and take absolutely nothing back. They take offence to everything. However, they use the humour to cover up for hurtful or inappropriate behaviour. You can't take a joke. It was only a joke. You need to lighten up. They don't respect boundaries. They feel entitled to do as they please. Therefore, their behaviour to them wasn't in the wrong. Your reaction is wrong. If you hadn't, then I wouldn't. A narcissistic individual wants to blame you for their actions and their mistakes to avoid responsibility. And that can change from if you hadn't to if you had. So they can cheat on you, you can call them out and they say, if you had paid me more attention, or if the other person had have left me alone. It's never the narcissist's fault. It's always somebody else's. Similar to you misunderstood me, I didn't mean it like that. They twist intentions to make it seem like you're overreacting, and they will accuse you of overreacting. So you doubt your emotions and not their toxic behaviour. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Narcissists look to minimise the issue to avoid admitting fault. And one of their favourites is, I'm sorry you feel that way. Now, potentially, when a narcissistic individual is trying to guilt trip you into doing something you don't want to do, you can use that. I'm sorry you feel that way. Usually because you're genuinely sorry they feel that way, because that's how they usually get you to change your mind and do what they wanted in the first place. Narcissistic individuals hurt you and then say, I'm sorry you feel that way. They're not sorry you feel anything. They're just sorry that they got caught. They're sorry that their credibility might go down the pan. Their reputation might be ruined. They only apologise in these twisted sort of ways in order to continue their toxic behaviour. Narcissists don't take responsibility. However, the best thing you can do is recognise that you're not going to get an honest answer from them. You're not going to get genuine remorse from them. You're not going to get changed behaviour from them. What you get is from within yourself. So it's distancing yourself from people who refuse to recognise their own hurtful behaviour, who continue to lead you into a place of anxiety and depression. It's very challenging to step away, especially when you care about someone. However, it is worth it. And then when you have stepped away, it's that consistency of not dealing with them, of not responding to them, not reacting to them, going no contact with them if you can, and focusing on you and building the life that you would like for you. Which is challenging when you leave with nothing. However, once you've got nothing, you can build yourself back up. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of one-to-one slots available also. If you're looking for further reading, there is several books on Amazon, how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals, a Narcissist Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain, healing from narcissistic abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, and the novel Behind the Mask, The Rise of a Narcissist. If anyone would like to take a look at those, they are all available on Amazon. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.